Champion Christian and Arkansas Baptist. It's the Tigers and Buffaloes here at the Champion Classic. Hi again, everybody. Chris Shima, glad to be with you. Hey, I remembered to turn on my microphone. You're stuck with me the whole game this time. Let's meet the starting lineups for both of these teams. We'll start with the Arkansas Baptist Buffaloes. They are 1-1, coming off a 58-25 victory yesterday against Randall, and today they're starting number 0, Bobiana Hill. Number 5, Celebria Peacock. Number 12 is Kimora Banks. Number 23, Anna Kasim. Number 24, Jessica Narasent. And now for D'Anthony Ellison and your 1-0 champion Tigers, coming off that 88-56 victory over Bacone. Same starters as last night. It'll be number 1, Lily Pickett. Number 12, Tori Hayes. Number 13, Justice Irish Holmes. Number 24 is Aaliyah Clark. And number 31 is Cameron Gentry. So the Buffaloes took care of business yesterday, picking up their first win of the year in their second game. A blowout over Randall. They held Randall to 2 points in the second quarter. Both teams were under 30% shooting in that game. The Buffaloes 29%, Saints 25%. 14 Arkansas Baptist steals, just 4 for Randall. Arkansas Baptist, a double-double for Jessica Narasent, who had 11 and 10. Meanwhile, the Tigers, a 32-point victory against Bacone. They outshot the Warriors 40% to 31%. Champion with 15 steals in the game. 5 players in double figures. Justice Irish Holmes had 20 on 5 of 6 from behind the arc. Cameron Gentry, a double-double, 15 and 15. Also in double figures, Lily Pickett, who had 13 points, also 8 rebounds. Tori Hayes had 13 in the game, and Aaliyah Clark finished with 11. These two teams met last year. The Tigers won at 81-45. Champion outshot the Buffaloes 42% to 36%. Tigers also plus 9 on the boards a season ago. They forced Arkansas Baptist into 23 turnovers. This game figures if the Buffaloes can shoot it a little bit better than they did yesterday to be a little bit closer than that, but we shall see how it goes as the tip is controlled. They had Lily Pickett standing at center circle there for the tip-off, and she didn't give an effort there. I'd have tried. Hill, the runner in the lane, can't get it to go. Put back is long by Narasent, but she is fouled and will go to the free throw line. So a player the Tigers were concerned about coming in, the freshman for the Buffaloes. Jessica Narasent, who had that double-double yesterday, in and out on the first free throw. And when you're having trouble shooting the basketball to start the season, as the Buffaloes have, you really want to try to get these easy ones. Buffaloes coming off a 78-58 loss against Philander Smith. That was their first game of the year on Thursday, so this is game 3 in 3 days. Full court press for the Buffaloes. No trouble for the Tigers. Now Pickett being hounded at midcourt. Gets it to Clark. Over to Holmes. Corner 3. Too strong. Rebound controlled by Arkansas Baptist. And looking to push is Banks. Banks had it poked from behind, but we have another foul called on Champion. D'Anthony Ellis is wondering what the call was. Got a push on it. I didn't see that. We don't have the instant replay to go back on that one, unfortunately. So, second team foul quickly in the first 40 seconds of this game on Champion. There's Banks top of the key for the Buffaloes. Kasim directing traffic. Here is Peacock, jumper off the mark, and Gentry with the rebound. I mentioned Cameron Gentry, 15 rebounds yesterday, 10 of those offensive. Tori Hayes into the forecourt. Here is Pickett between the circles now. Tigers looking to get on the board here for the first time, and Justice Irish Holmes is off, that was Aaliyah Clark off on that 3. We've had a little bit of a dip in quality, folks, and I'm going to have to, once we get a timeout, make some adjustments to clear things up for you and for me. Justice Irish Holmes, the hop step to the bucket. No contact, they say, so Banks in transition for the Buffaloes, and that's going to be a blocking foul. Oh boy, it's looking like the calls might be going against the Tigers here tonight. So a 3-point opportunity now for Banks, who had just 2 field goals yesterday against Randall. And a good start here for the Buffaloes. Playing their 3rd of 8 on the road to start the year. And they're 2 for 3 from the charity stripe, so it's 4-0. So Clark's got to go out with 2 fouls now, and Janiah Gilliam will come in for Champion. So that's a huge loss. Aaliyah Clark. Gilliam. Got to be careful with the passes against this full court press. Banks with a nice defensive play. It'll stay with Champion. There's Justice on the far side. Near us, it's Pickett. Bring it into the forecourt. Then she gets tripped up by Banks. I know it's been less than 2 minutes, but this one is off to a rough start. So Pickett into the forecourt. Holmes on the wing looking back for Pickett. Forced that pass, and it's another turnover. Narracent got the steal, but it was tipped by Hill. Buffalo's quickly into the forecourt. Peacock to Hill, top of the key. Takes it to the elbow, gets cut off by Pickett. Over to Kasim. Down low, Narracent goes around the defense and scores. And DeAnthony Ellison is hot right now, and he might get teed up here. Timeout by Champion, a 6-0 start for the Buffaloes. And the official walking away from DeAnthony Ellison. So we're going to take timeout as well. Bad start for the Tigers. We'll see if they can get it sorted out when we come back. All right, folks, back to live action out of the timeout. Again, Champion trying to break the press. Irish Holmes tossing it away. Boy, this press for the Buffaloes is really hit Champion Christian in the mouth to start this game. They are flustered. And the Buffaloes out to a 6-0 start. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you from the home studio in South Carolina. Thought this one might be a little more competitive than last year's meeting, and so far that appears to be the case. Peacock top of the key. This is Banks, now Hill. Shot clock winding down. Hill attacks over Gentry, in and out. Gentry the rebound. Tori Hayes goes behind the back, lost the dribble. Tigers just got to settle down here. Pickett will set it up now. Tigers looking to score. We're 3 minutes and 4 seconds into this one. Pickett attacks. Tori Hayes in the corner. Uses the baseline. No whistle. Well, the Tigers are playing 8-on-5 right now. I'm fine, by the way, with letting that go. The problem is it's not being let go on the other end of the court. A sub for Arkansas Baptist, Sierra Taylor checking in. Tori Hayes, quick jumper, yes. And the Tigers get on the board. So early sub for the Buffaloes. Sierra Taylor, 4 points, 3 assists yesterday. Good passing guard for the Buffaloes. Down low, Narracent, turnaround shot over Gentry, no good. Cameron Gentry. Some nice defense here in the early going. Janiah into the forecourt. Here's Hayes on the wing. Steps right, fires a three, got hit. No call again. Are you kidding me? That is pitiful. Kasim with the turnaround. And Arkansas Baptist, credit them. They're playing. They didn't hear a whistle. Gilliam off, Gentry offensive rebound and the putback. But that was abysmal officiating to start this. Here is Narracent driving in. And Kasim, I believe, is going to be called for steps. So 8-4. 5:42 left to go here in the opening quarter. The Tigers are not getting any breaks in this one, but just a 4-point game. Irish Holmes overshoots Gilliam, but Gentry is there. Now Pickett for 3. And that's the positive when you can break the press like that. You can get some open looks, although Lely off on the triple try. Down low, Narracent to put back no, and we have another whistle on this end. So more free throws coming for Jessica Narracent, who's done a nice job getting to the free throw line here in the early going. Akira Briggs is coming in at 5 points against Randall yesterday for Arkansas Baptist. Tiona Barkley is also on for this NAIA program out of the Continental Athletic Conference. Arkansas Baptist, they are from Little Rock, Arkansas, an HBCU who previously was a JUCO. Played in the NJCAA, a 2-year school, now a 4-year school, as Gentry had it deflected away, able to get it back. So 1 out of 2 at the free throw line, and this is some stifling pressure right now for the Buffaloes, who have come out strong, leading at 9-4. Gentry. Here's Holmes. Gilliam down low. Tori Hayes. The reverse is short. Rebound controlled by Narracent. Outlet goes to Peacock, who hesitates, now attacks. Into the lane. Floats it up and in. Boy, you can't ask for a better start if you're a Buffaloes fan. Irish Holmes into the forecourt. Lely Pickett open. Can't get it to go. Tigers cold at the beginning here. Narracent another rebound. Boy, she's approaching a double-double here with 4:34 to go in the opening quarter. Driving on the baseline is Briggs. Briggs forced it up. Can't get it to go. Gentry another rebound. And the passing right now, the Tigers are just playing right into the hands of the Buffaloes as Barkley got tripped by Hayes there. But the passing has not been good for Champion at the start. 6-11, by the way, the correct score on your screen. More shuffling as Taylor comes back in. Ariel Jefferson for the Buffaloes also in for the first time today. A lot of shuffling. This is a deep, deep roster for Arkansas Baptist. Elia Bynum is in the game as well for the Buffaloes. And the first free throw for Barkley is up and good. So 4:20 left to go here in the opening quarter. Aaliyah Clark back in for Champion, replacing Tori Hayes. Both free throws are good. Arkansas Baptist by 7. Clark and Pickett in the backcourt. Breaking the press. Aaliyah Clark will attack. Out to Holmes, open 3. Can't get the friendly bounce. Gentry put back no, and finally we get a whistle on this end. Briggs is the guilty party. Cameron Gentry going to go to the free throw line. Cameron last year at Ozark Christian was a 73% free throw shooter. Gets the first one to go. 15 and 15 yesterday for Cameron in her Tigers debut. 10 offensive rebounds. Both free throws are good. And hey, it's been about as bad of a start for Champion as we've seen in a long, long time for this Tigers team. It's a 5-point game. Credit to the Buffaloes. They've started strong. And Briggs is called for steps. Second traveling turnover on Arkansas Baptist here tonight. They'll get a day off tomorrow, go to Rust on Monday. Arkansas Baptist playing their first 8 on the road. Their home opener won't be until the Virgin Islands game on November 18th in Little Rock. Lily Pickett fakes the 3, drives in, runner, yes. So Pickett, first bucket, had 13 points in the season opener last night against Bacone. And it's a 3-point game. Here's Briggs, Bynum. Now Taylor. Taylor directing traffic, looks for a pick from Jefferson. It's a screen and roll for Jefferson, and she's going to be called for the offensive foul. Usually, and it's not the offensive player's fault necessarily sometimes because your body just instinctively raises your arms up. But usually when your arms are up like that and the elbow reaches the player's head, it's going to be an offensive foul every time. That was the call there. We have another timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. So we're going to take a quick break and come back. That's our next broadcast will be on the 17th. I won't be with you for the women's game. I'll be with you with the guys' game, though, against the Virgin Islands. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you. Pickett and Gilliam back in the backcourt, breaking the full court press, which has worked in the early going against Champion. And Justice Irish Holmes is called for steps. So 13-10, Buffaloes. They had a 7-point lead earlier at 11-4. Barkley driving around the world, drives to the bucket, can't get it to go. Tip for the rebound, Gentry with another one. Irish Holmes to Clark. Clark running and gunning to a 2-pointer. Aaliyah Clark makes it a 1-point game. So the Tigers are starting to settle down now. A couple calls didn't go their way early. The full court press for the Buffaloes was on point, but Champion settling in, looking for another stop. Open look for Taylor for 3, no good. Ball tipped out. Taylor chases it down. Now Briggs top of the key. Left wing to Barkley, who gets a screen. Pickett on her on a switch. Attacks and scores. Buffaloes needed that one. As Champion's been making a run here. 3-point game. We've got 2:03 left to go in the quarter. Behind the back, Clark swings it out to Gentry. Cross court to Holmes. Justice steps right, fires a triple. Too strong. Rebound controlled by Taylor. Taylor looking to push. She's got numbers. Backing down is Briggs. Underneath, the shot blocked, but it's out of bounds off the Buffaloes, they say. More shuffling. Hill is back in. Checking in is Peacock again. Looks like most of the starters. Banks back out there. Narasent, great start to the game for her. Now they changed the call. I thought they got that wrong. They said it was off Champion. Or they said it was off Arkansas at first. But apparently it was... Well, no, now they switch it. Okay. I was confused there. So were the Buffaloes, apparently. Pickett and Gilliam playing hot potato to break the press. Now Clark attacks. Clark had it stripped, got it back. Stays on the baseline inbounds. Over to Hayes, who's back in. Clark, corner 3. No, off the back iron. Tipped rebound comes to Hill, who lost the dribble, got it back into the lane. Scoops it up way off. Put back is good, though, by Narasent. And Arkansas Baptist up by 5, 17-10. Minute 6 to go here in quarter number 1. Pickett, Janiyah, pass deflected. Well, it's really been Banks from midcourt who's been standing there and getting a lot of these deflections for Arkansas Baptist. So credit Banks Almost came away with another steal. Leah Clark to the bucket. She will score. So Arkansas Baptist matches its biggest lead at 7. Tigers get one right back. And again, if you can break the press, you've got a fast break opportunity. Speaking of Banks looking for her offensive game, can't get it. Fight between Narracent and Gentry for the rebound, and it's out of bounds off Cameron. So Buffaloes will get another crack at it here with 27 seconds to go in the first quarter. Hill the inbound. Ball trickles out to Peacock. Peacock in the lane. Jumper banks it in. Buffaloes back up by 7. Well, now they changed it to 21-12. I thought they gave Champion early on 2 extra points that I didn't have. So 21-12. Aaliyah Clark misses, put back no good, tip for the rebound, and it's coming to Narracent. So this is the biggest lead for Arkansas Baptist. And what a start for the Buffaloes. Tigers with some work to do. They're down by 9 after 10 minutes. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a bit. That's me, Chris Shima. Glad to be with you from the home studio in South Carolina. We're watching the Champion Classic, and right now, it's all Buffaloes at the start of this one. Their full court press is working against the Tigers out to a 9-point lead. Champion 1-0. The Buffaloes are 1-1. Leah Clark brings it into the forecourt, and away from the ball, we have a foul. It's going to go on Hill. So Justice will inbound it 9 seconds into this second quarter. This new look Tigers team made it look easy yesterday against Bacone. A 32-point game. Buffaloes smacking them in the mouth, though, in the first quarter. Cameron Gentry for 3 off the mark. Tori Hayes give it a look, but Peacock chases it down in the corner for the Buffaloes. Narracent down low over 2 defenders. Can't get it to go. Ball tipped. Nicely done there by Gentry, who got it to Tori Hayes. Hayes brings it into the forecourt. Top of the key with it. Looking for a pick. Swings it to Lely. Left wing 3. No good. 3-pointer's not falling. Cameron Gentry's second effort. No. Cameron Gentry, 3rd time's the charm for the Tigers. 2nd time's the charm for Cameron. 21-14 now. Minute and 4 seconds into this second quarter. Pull up in the lane is good by Hill, who had just 2 points yesterday, but this Arkansas Baptist team, they had a big victory, 58-25 against Randall, but they did not shoot the ball well, just 29% in the game. They're shooting the ball much better, and their defense is still on point, as you see Banks again with a tip. Her wingspan and her instincts, defensive instincts, have really made the difference right now for the Buffaloes. Biggest lead for Arkansas Baptist is 11. Irish Holmes spinning, popping, too strong. Tigers are cold offensively. Gentry to Hayes, and Hayes got tripped up by Kasim. Taya Bridgewater on for the first time as Hill will sit down in foul trouble. Clark will inbound it. Justice Irish Holmes top of the key. Hand off to Pickett. Gentry out to Hayes. Catch and shoot triple. And the shot's just not falling. Cameron Gentry loses it out of bounds on the rebound try. And it's a cold, cold day in Hot Springs for the Tigers. Into the forecourt, Banks. Peacock on the right wing. Nice deflection there by Clark, who touched it last. They're going to keep it on this end. Aaliyah Clark saying it was off Narracent, but they say it's off her. Davina Jones is in. 5 points, 10 rebounds for the Buffaloes yesterday. This is her first appearance today. Wearing number 5 in white. Bridgewater to Peacock. That three is an air ball. Holmes the rebound. Pickett floats it up. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Kasim. Arkansas Baptist first full year in the NAIA. Peacock 4-3. An air ball put back by Bridgewater is good. And it is all Buffaloes. Champion with 14 points. A team that averaged close to 90 last year put up 88. Clark from the elbow. Just cannot find their shots right now. Tigers got to start doing what they did when they went on that run in the first quarter and attack the hoop. Too many jumpers right now, and if your jump shot's not falling, try to get to the hoop. Kayla Casarino coming in. Cameron Gentry will come out. Gilliam is in for Clark. Inbound to Peacock. There's Bridgewater. Pass deflected. Nicely done by Lily Pickett with the steal. Pickett turns on the Jets, going coast to coast, throws it up and in. Lily Pickett puts Champion on the board. Just the second field goal here in the second quarter. But a much-needed bucket with less than 6.5 to go here in the quarter and half. Bridgewater over to Taylor. Here's Peacock again. Bridgewater right wing three is an air ball, and Champion will let it go out of bounds. If I'm going up against this full court press, I'm catching that ball. I'm getting that rebound, and I'm going. I'm not giving this full court press a chance to set up, and I think that's probably what DeAnthony Ellison is telling Janiyah as well. If you can get that rebound against this press, which is working so well today, get that rebound and go. Tori Hayes splits a double team and a blocking foul called. Let's see if it was before the shot or not. Tori hobbled a little bit. They will say it was before the shot, so an inbound here with 6:01 left to go in the second quarter. Casarino guarded by Jones. Justice Irish Holmes gets a screen. Defender fights through it. Holmes contested shot off the back rim, no good. And Jones had trouble with it, but eventually got the rebound. Buffaloes by 11, winning by 33 against Randall. It held the Saints to 25 points yesterday. And away from the ball, we have an offensive foul called on Jones down low. Being a little over-aggressive, fighting for positioning there. So Pickett into the front court. She'll pull up for three. Way off. And again, it's just all jumpers right now for Champion. You've got to attack. That's what the Buffaloes are doing, and it works again. They're out to a 13-point lead again. Tori Hayes in the lane. She'll back it out. Looking to attack on Kasim. Gets around her. Kasim blocks her. And it's off the Buffaloes. Just past the midway point here in this second quarter. What a defensive performance this weekend for Arkansas Baptist. If they could play like this and commit to on the defensive end all season long, this is going to be a tough team in that Continental Athletic Conference. Inbound pass is deflected out. Are they saying that's off Champion? I don't think so. No, it was definitely off the Buffaloes, so they just wanted to double check. Holmes will inbound it. Hayes on the wing. Pickett attacks. There you go. See, even if the shot's not falling, odds are you can at least get to the free throw line, and that's what Lely will do here. Pickett last year at the free throw line, 75%. Good stat line last night for Pickett, the junior from OKC. She had 13 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. Both free throws are good. 4:45 left to go. More shuffling for Arkansas Baptist. Taylor in the backcourt with Hill, who's back into the game. Barkley back out there. Briggs. And Jones. That's the 5 on the floor. Traveling call on Hill. So the Buffaloes turning it over with 4:30 to go in the half. Pickett walks it up. Hayes on the left wing. Casarino on the wing as well. Gilliam top of the key. And that one a little ticky-tack, but they say Briggs got her. So another foul called on Arkansas Baptist. I believe that's their 3rd here in the quarter. Oh no, they're in the bonus already. So Janiyah will go to the free throw line. Swishes in the first one. Had her struggles from the charity stripe last year, but looking good on that one. 1 out of 2, though. So 10-point game, 29-19. Champion shot 42% last year against the Buffaloes and beat them by 36 points. This is a very different Arkansas Baptist team. You know, when you make that transition from a 2-year to a 4-year, a lot of it comes down to how quickly can you recruit, and that's something the Buffaloes have done. They've got probably 20 players here this weekend, and that's probably only about 2/3 of their roster. Their roster is huge on the NAIA website. So when you have that kind of depth, you need that kind of depth if you want to play the style of full court press and up and down and things like that, which the Buffaloes are certainly implementing. But they have recruited several freshmen who have made an impact today, like Narracent, Bridgewater, Hill, Taylor, and others. Good ball movement that time. Lely Pickett attacks again, and it's an 8-point game. So the Tigers once again starting to settle things down. Champion 2-3 zone now with 3:31 to go in the half. Briggs swings it out to Hill. Taylor in the corner, throws it cross court. Tigers went for the steal. Runner no good by Barkley. Rebound controlled by Gilliam. Nicely done by Janiyah. Tigers looking to attack now. Tori Hayes got slipped up maybe, looking for a foul call. Lost the dribble. Here's Hill now into the lane. Shows the ball, and I don't think Jones was expecting her to pass it. She did at the very last second. Jones wasn't ready, and it's back-to-back turnovers. Cameron Gentry returning for Tori Hayes, who's frustrated. D'Anthony Ellison offering up some guidance. But it will be champion ball. Tigers 3:02 to work with here. It's not been a great half, but they're starting to settle down again, much like they did when they went on that run in the first half to cut it to a one-point game. And the Tigers have not led here in this one. So we have a wet spot out on the court. Don't forget the men's game will come up after this one at 7 o'clock. Tigers taking on Ecclesia. Boy, champion Buffaloes fans, if you're watching, you already know this. The Tigers had a heartbreaking loss against the Buffaloes last night. It was a fun game. Came down to the last second. Tigers missed a last-ditch three-pointer. Justice Irish Holmes attacks, and Narasent called for the foul. She didn't think so. It's been tightly called here today, though, and that's something the Tigers starting to recognize. So Justice, 47% free throw shooter a season ago, will go to the line. Missed that one short. Holmes 1 out of 2, and the Arkansas Baptist lead, it's been as high as 14, is down to 7. Narasent loses the handle on it, ball deflected, nobody knew where it was, and it comes to Hill at the free throw line. Shot clock is not working. So 10 seconds to shoot. You can maybe hear it over me. The PA announcer is shouting it out to the players so that they know Tori Hayes couldn't come up with the rebound. Peacock back in, Banks back in. Peacock will inbound it here for the Buffaloes with 2:16 to go in this opening half. Bynum over to Banks. Banks for 3. Janiyah will chase the rebound down in the corner. Throw it ahead, and it's intercepted again by guess who? Banks, but she throws it away. Gentry now to Hayes in the forecourt. Hayes out to Holmes. Justice steps right, fires a 3. There you go, Justice. Champion on a run. 29-25. 4-point game with 1:43 to go. Boy, if you're the Tigers and you can get this to even, that's a huge momentum shift going into the locker room. Bynum says not so fast for the Buffaloes as she gets the baseline jumper to go. Hayes again surveys, swings it out to Pickett. Gilliam back to Tori, and she's fouled again by Narasent. Boy, yeah, and if you can get Jessica Narasent in foul trouble, that's added bonus for the Tigers. Well, the shooting hasn't been great in this opening half for Champion, but Justice Irish Holmes, who went 5 for 6 from downtown yesterday, getting on the board here late in this second quarter. Now Tori Hayes rims in the first free throw. Still just about 50-50 from the free throw line tonight for the Tigers, or this game might be tied. Turnaround shot in the lane. The bank is open on a Saturday evening in Arkansas. Lead back to 7. 1:03 to go in the half. Tori driving on Bynum. Pickett corner 3. In and out. Gentry fighting for the rebound. It's ripped away by Narasent. Running and gunning is Banks, and she's got another one. And just like that, the lead is back to 9. Boy, the Buffaloes are playing solid basketball here tonight. Really intelligent basketball, too. Tori Hayes, turn around. Yes. Champion needed that one. The shot clock, I believe, is off, so Arkansas Baptist can hold for the final shot of the half. Eight seconds left to go. Banks. Here is Peacock. Back to Banks for 3. No. Banks the runner. They're going to count it, but it's no good, and the half comes to a close. So, all things considered, Tigers fans, it could be worse. They've got some work to do in the locker room, that's for sure, but Arkansas Baptist, the Buffaloes, with a fantastic performance in the first 20 minutes. Once again, showcasing that defense out to a 7-point lead. It's 35-28 at the half. We'll take a break, come back, and bring you all the second half action in about 10 minutes. 35-28 is the correct score. Whoever had that posted 29-28 at halftime will be fired, I say. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you. Good first half defensively. Arkansas Baptist forcing a lot of Tigers turnovers, especially in the first quarter and early part of the second quarter. Tigers missing a lot of jumpers today. They've started to attack the basket, cut a 14-point lead down to 7. So we'll see how it goes here as we're just about set to go in the third quarter. It's the Champion Classic, and Arkansas Baptist trying to finish up 2-0 after dismantling Randall yesterday, holding the Saints to 25 points in a 33-point victory. Tigers trying to start the season 2-0 before they go on the road of 4 exhibitions against scholarship programs, including D1 Tarleton State. That's the next game for Champion, and that will take place at Tarleton on November 5th. Foul on the rebound on Torrey Hayes, so Buffaloes will get another shot at it. Buffalo's first full year in the NAIA. Cameron Gentry, nice defense to take it away. Justice Irish Holmes, Clark to Hayes. What ball movement, and Torrey Hayes gets bailed out with the foul call as she missed the bunny. But that was great ball movement by the Tigers, and something we need to see more of if Champion's going to come back and win this one here in the second half. Nine players gone from last year's team, 7 returning, though. Clark, Pickett, Gilliam, Geraldine Hardy also back. We haven't seen her today. Journey Hicks we haven't seen this weekend, nor have we seen Jalen Edmondson. And they are not in uniform, so both free throws good for Hayes, and it's a 5-point game. Buffaloes, every time the Tigers made a run in that first half, and there were a couple in each quarter, Buffaloes were able to respond. Torrey Hayes called for another foul. She is not having a great night with the officiating. So she's going to have to go to the bench. Janiyah will come in for her. And opening minute, 2 quick fouls on the Tigers, both on Torrey. Inbound goes to Banks, over to Hill. Kasim, now Peacock. Banks the runner, yes. Banks player of the game by far for the Buffaloes. Offensively, defensively, she has done it all. Clark over to Holmes for 3. Yes, Justice Irish Holmes, her second triple of the night, and it's a 4-point game. This is as close as Champion's been since late in the opening quarter. Banks walks it up to Peacock on the left wing, fakes the 3, lost the dribble. It trickles over to Hill, though, on the right side. Hill drives on Pickett, turnaround shot. Gentry met her, didn't matter. Hill got it anyways. Lead back to 6. Pickett throws it ahead. Holmes steps into a 3, can't get it to go. Gentry underneath, put back no. Second effort by Cameron is good. Where is the whistle, says DeAnthony Ellison. On that first shot attempt, it looked like Cameron got bumped. No call, though. There were some ridiculously bad calls in the opening minutes of the first quarter that had me thinking this is going to be a long night, but the officials have settled down themselves and have called a much better game since that time. Kasim turnaround shot was good. Here's Holmes again. Holmes, yes, scoop and score in the foul. And this is what happens when you can break the press. This is the problem that the Tigers had early on that they're starting to figure out after some halftime adjustments. See what happens when you get behind those 4 players. You've got a lane to the hoop with just 1 defender and usually 2 offensive players back there. Can't get the 3-point play, but nobody got the rebound. Justice attacks, can't score, though. Oh, the Buffaloes were napping, but it didn't cost them. Extra pass to Peacock. That was a fortunate break for Arkansas Baptist. Hill throws it away. Wrestles it back, though. Bobiana Hill with some fight in her. Gets the ball back. Wasn't expecting the pass, but able to recover. Hill stripped. Nice defense, Geraldine. Throw ahead now. Yes, and the foul. It's Aaliyah Clark, and one. Janiyah Gilliam with a nice steal. And Aaliyah Clark is going to the free throw line when we come back. 7:12 left to go here in this third quarter. It's a 2-point game. We'll take time. Welcome back, everybody. Chris Shima, glad to be with you here tonight. And all season long, well, most of the season. We're going to miss a couple here and there. Clark, three-point opportunity complete. And Champion looking like a different team out of the locker room. It's a one-point game. Let's see if the Buffaloes can respond. Champion's made these runs before tonight. They cut it to one in the first quarter. Peacock out on the wing. Back to Taylor. Kasim for three. Yes, another dagger and answer by Arkansas Baptist. Pickett has it tipped, taken away. Peacock in open lane to the hoop, scoops it up and in. And just like that, it's back to 6. That's what these Buffaloes do. They make you believe and they crush your soul. 6:28 to go, third quarter. Here's Clark on the wing. She'll pop a triple. Can't get it to go. Jumper's just not going down today for the Tigers with consistency, at least. Kasim brings it up. Her pass is deflected and out of bounds. Arkansas Baptist 58-25 over Randall yesterday. Randall had 2 points in the second quarter, and you can see why. Stepping left, Kasim for three. Back-to-back triples, and the lead is 9. Just like that, 8 straight. And now a throwaway. Luckily, Tigers get it back. So that momentum is gone. Holmes is open, though. Corner 3. Can't get it to go. Gentry, nice deflection out to Gilliam. So Janiyah over to Pickett now. 5:41 left to go in the third quarter. Clark on the wing, down to Gentry. Gentry double team, swings it out to Holmes, fakes the 3. Throws it up and gets a foul called. A bailout there by the Buffaloes. That'll send Justice to the free throw line. Free throws really need to start falling for Champion, and they're 2 for 2 so far here in the quarter. Got them both for Clark, Aaliyah Clark. 11 points, 4 assists yesterday. So Buffalo's back on offense, successful on their last 3 trips. Peacock catch and shoot, airballs the triple. Irish Holmes the rebound. Justice into the forecourt now. Janiyah on the right wing. And it's deflected out off ABU. ABU or ABC? ABC. At the midway point here in this third quarter, Pickett over to Clark for 3. Rebound controlled by Narracent. Pushing Bynum out to Taylor. Good ball movement on the wing, finding Kasim, who hit 2 3-pointers moments ago, couldn't get it, but Peacock got another offensive rebound. And then Lely rips it away off the pass, and an easy score there for Champion. Tigers still fighting. Cut it to 1. And an 8-0 run by Arkansas Baptist, and Kasim hits her third 3-pointer here in the quarter. 8-point game. Janiyah from downtown grazes the rim, that's it. Narracent the rebound. Here is Peacock, scoop and score, and the lead is back to 10. Timeout Champion. Arkansas Baptist, after Champion takes an 8-0 run, responds with a run of their own to push it back to double figures. 3:52 to go in the third quarter. Tigers with some work to do, down by 10. Tigers make a run. Buffaloes respond with a run of their own. That's been the story of the night so far. Arkansas Baptist holding their own against the ACCA champs, Champion Christian, down by 10. And we had an issue with the clock. So we'll call this a false start here on this football Saturday and do it over again. Gilliam and Pickett in the backcourt against the press. Nice pass by Janiyah. Lely into the forecourt, being hounded by 2 defenders, looking for some help. Still looking for some help, and throws it off the defense. Clark with the crossover. She attacks. Can't score, but she's fouled. So Aaliyah Clark will go to the line for 2 shots. Clark last season was 66% from the free throw line. Got all 3 of them here in this third quarter, though, and the lead is 8. Briggs back in for the Buffaloes. Looks like Taylor coming in, joining Bynum and Peacock. And I assume they still have Kasim out there. No, they took her. No, she's still out there. Triple from the wing is off the top of the backboard and out of bounds. So Champion will get it back with 3:16 to go here in the third quarter. Pickett, Clark tip pass to Gentry. Oh, can't score. Got the offensive rebound. Cameron still can't score. Tried for the rebound again, and it's out of bounds. And that's just kind of how the night has gone. That was a beautiful dime by Clark, though, who saw Gentry all alone underneath the hoop. Couldn't score, though, so Buffalo's a chance to go up double figures again here. Bynum to the hoop, can't score. And Gentry with the defensive rebound this time. Janiyah will bring it into the forecourt. 2.5 to play in the third quarter. Holmes open three. Can't get it to go. She was hot yesterday, but cold here today. Just a couple triples after hitting 5 yesterday. Barkley in for Arkansas Baptist. Peacock going to get a rest. Going to stay with the Tigers, and Aaliyah Clark will inbound for Champion. Some moisture on the court as it's held up here late in the third quarter. Tigers looking down low. Now Holmes gets open on the wing. Justice will step right, fire, can't get it. Gentry the rebound. Holmes attacks, and she goes to the free throw line on another whistle for Arkansas Baptist. Well, the Tigers were about 50-50 shooting free throws in the first half. They have picked it up here in this third quarter from the charity stripe, which has helped them hang around as Holmes gets them both. And it's a 6-point game. Barkley into the forecourt. 2:09 to go in this third quarter. Bynum has it ripped away. Another steal by Clark. Clark to the hoop. Yes. Aaliyah Clark, defense to offense for the second time here in the third quarter. It's a 4-point game again. Tigers not going away. Minute 42 to play in the quarter. Taylor on the left wing. Taylor can't get it in the lane. Gentry the rebound. Here's Clark again. Swings it out to Janiyah. Pickett for 3. No. Gentry the putback. Yes, and it's a 2-point game. So here come the Tigers once again. Where have we seen this before? Can the Buffaloes make another run? As the Tigers cut it down to 2. Bynum top of the key. This is Briggs. That, I believe, is Barkley over there. Up top to Taylor. Can't get the 3 to go, and the box out by Justice. The ball will go back to Champion. A chance to tie or take the lead. The Tigers have not led in this game. Ariel Jefferson, scoreless yesterday, comes in for the Buffaloes to replace Kasim, who has had a great third quarter with 3 3-pointers for the Buffaloes. Pickett. Pickett shaking. Bacon to the bucket. No. And the rebound tipped over to the Buffaloes. Arkansas Baptist looking to push. Rejected by Gentry. Here's Pickett. Pickett throws it up. No call. Maybe some contact there, but the officials say play on, and the Buffaloes do as Taylor takes it to the hoop and scores with 16 seconds to go. Quarter number 3 winding down. Last shot time for the Tigers. Clark looking to push. Swings it out. Gentry. 4 seconds. Gentry loses it. Then she commits a foul. I don't think the Buffaloes are in the bonus yet. but we'll check on that. No. So they'll have 3 seconds to work with here. Got to go quickly. Barkley had a wide open lane. That was not great defense. Doesn't get the bucket, though. So we got a nail biter. 4-point lead. The Tigers are down 4. Can they go to 2-0, or will Arkansas Baptist pick up its second win of the year? We'll find out. Fourth quarter coming up in about a minute. Don't go too far. Fourth quarter time. Both of these teams looking for win number 2 on the year. Arkansas Baptist and Champion Christian here at the Tigers Classic. Chris Shima, glad to be with you from the home studio in South Carolina. Lee Pickett gets us started. The Tigers on offense to begin this fourth quarter. Tigers cut it to 1 in that third quarter. Arkansas Baptist responded with an 8-0 run. Tigers now down by 4. Gilliam the offensive rebound. Holmes contested shot. And not great offense on that possession for Champion. This is Taylor over to Barkley. Barkley the runner. No. Gentry the rebound. Throw ahead to Holmes. Holmes attacks and draws another whistle. So the whistles in the very early going of this game went significantly towards the Tigers, and that tide has turned a little bit as Champion's gotten more aggressive offensively, and they're getting more of the free throw opportunities now. And since my check has Champion Christian on it, I'll say that's great officiating, ladies and gentlemen. Justice Irish Holmes back at the line, hit a couple late in the third quarter. Missed that one, though. The free throw shooting picked up in the third for Champion. One out of 2 for Justice. It's a 3-point game. Champion has not led in this game. The Buffaloes have led by as many as 14. Underneath, Taylor. Buffalo's team, watching that last possession, they move well without the ball. Taylor in particular that time. Gentry had it stripped. Nice defense there by Arkansas Baptist. That was Jefferson with the steal. And that's going to be an offensive foul called on Barkley. And the Buffaloes can't believe it. Starters are coming back in. Here's Hill and Narasence, Peacock, Banks, all coming back in. And I believe Kasim was probably a part of that substitution. So Holmes will inbound it now. Just underway here in the second quarter. Minute and change into the fourth quarter, not second quarter. My apologies. Aaliyah Clark. Oh, that's going to be a backcourt violation. Tigers turn it over there as Clark was double teamed. And maybe going a little too quickly that time. Tigers just can't get over this hump. They get it to 2, they get it to 1. Costly turnover there, maybe. Let's see what Arkansas Baptist can do with Hill top of the key against this 2-3 zone. Peacock on the right side. This is Banks now. Banks has played well offensively and defensively. Narracent turnaround shot too strong. Tori Hayes back in. Got into foul trouble early in the third quarter. So it's Tori, it's the starters basically. It's Pickett, Hayes, Holmes, Clark, and Gentry. Tori Hayes pull up, can't get it back rim. Rebound controlled by Narracent. 7:39 left to go in the game. Running and gunning again the Buffaloes. Banks got whacked. She's going to get the bucket too. And an opportunity for a three-point play. Again, Arkansas Baptist getting timely stops and buckets. Gentry going to go out. Kayla Casarino coming in. Played limited in the first half. First appearance here in the second half for the freshman. So the lead is back to 6 for Arkansas Baptist. That pass over the head of Pickett. She saves it, or tried to anyways, but she was out of bounds. Now, hang on. What's DeAnthony Ellison trying to say here? Officials are going to talk about it, and I believe the ball goes to Arkansas Baptist, which is the correct call, I'm pretty sure. So Banks into the forecourt. Splits 2 defenders in the zone, gets it out to Peacock. Hill top of the key. Entry pass deflected, looking for Narracent, who had it deflected off Champion. So Taylor will inbound it. Now she gives way to Kasim. Peacock back to Kasim. She's been hot from 3, not that time, as Clark gets the rebound. Aaliyah will push. Swinging out to Hayes. Open look at it, 3. And an air ball that goes out of bounds. It's just been not a great shooting night for the Tigers. They've just been off. They shot 40% yesterday. Here is Hill. Banks to Peacocks. 7 to shoot. Banks will fire and hit. Boy, dagger after dagger for Arkansas Baptist. The lead back to 9. Does Champion have another rally in him? Clark to the hoop. Clark too strong off the glass. And this one is starting to look bleaker, Tigers fans. Peacock banks it, no. Tip for the rebound, fight for the rebound. It's saved to Hayes. Throw ahead to Pickett. Pickett has to chase it down in the corner. Out to Holmes, left wing 3. Just can't get him to go. Casarino got the deflection as Tori Hayes batted it out, and DeAnthony Ellison says, full timeout, please. 5:57 left to go. Tough shooting night for the Tigers. They trail by 9. That's me, Chris Sheeman. Glad to be back with you. It's champion basketball. A lot of work to do for the Tigers. Down by 9 against this feisty and talented and disciplined Buffaloes team. Aaliyah Clark will attack. And it's out of bounds off the Buffaloes. Kasim trying to say that nobody touched it, but the official right underneath making the call. So Pickett will inbound. 5:47 to go in the game. Tigers still very much alive, but going to have to play perfect throughout. Torrey Hayes over a double team. Too strong, and the rebound controlled by Peacock. Throw ahead goes to Hill. Hill, the extra pass to the cutter. That's Kasim. That's 2. And Arkansas Baptist is halfway home here in this fourth quarter. Well, close to halfway home. Aaliyah Clark turns it over, and the Tigers are looking cooked. Put back by Narasent after Banks misses and the foul. Well, when you talk about this Tigers team, this new look champion Tigers team, it looked a lot easier than I think anybody familiar with adding a whole bunch of new players into a program will tell you that yesterday might have been more of an aberration than anything for the Tigers. And you can kind of see what this full court press has done against Champion here today. You know, it's going to take some time, although you have some returners. Take a little time for this team to gel. Torrey Hayes is open underneath, but what happened? What was the call there? Must have been away from the ball. They call a technical foul, I think. Yeah, somebody got teed up. Boy, that's a shame because Torrey Hayes was wide open underneath. So technical free throw will be shot by Kasim as the frustration starting to set in for the Tigers. And credit Arkansas Baptist. They forced a lot of turnovers against Randall yesterday, doing the same here to Champion. One out of 2 on the technical free throws. And Rasheed Wallace used to say, ball don't lie. Well, in college, you get 2 technical free throws. So if you get 1 out of 2, the ball kind of lied. Arkansas Baptist will get the basketball here. Peacock into the forecourt. So there must have been some kind of a turnover and then a protest by Champion that did not go their way. Hill down low. Peacock can't get the bucket. Ball tipped out to Hill. Throws it up off the glass and in. And this is the Buffaloes weekend. Justice Irish Holmes goes right to the hoop. 4:31 left to go. Those of you who are new to Tigers basketball, you'll see a lot of these tough opponents. The Virgin Islands team will come here, another NAIA in November, and these are always tough games. It's kind of looked easy in the past because of the struggles of schools like Bacone and some others that have come in, but a good NAIA should just about beat a good NCAA team more times than not. NAIA, of course, athletic scholarships are involved. That's not the case here. Very similar to like the NCAA Division III, that kind of a deal. But I know the Tigers, who won by 36 points against this Buffaloes team last year, might disagree with that a little bit, but that was a completely different team. I went back and watched a few minutes of that game, and credit the Buffaloes going from JUCO to the NAIA, 2-year to 4-year. They have really recruited well, and a lot of these freshmen have brought it. Be interesting to see what they do in that Continental Athletic Conference. That's a conference should be interesting. The Buffaloes maybe in the mix in that one. Throwing it up in the lane. Hill can't get it to go. And this is a nice test here for Champion today. A tough shooting night by the Tigers, but it's good to see them get this kind of work in against a very, very tough defensive team. You want to win a championship in the NCAA, well, these are the kind of battles that get you ready for region play. So basically, to make the longest story even longer, the point that I'm trying to make, if you're a new Tigers fan, is essentially these games for most of this first semester against NAIAs, whether they're exhibitions or not, don't really matter in terms of win and losses. What matters, and really the only thing that matters, is the Southwest Region Tournament at the end of February, but those Southwest Region, those NCAA games, those are the ones that really count as far as gauging where this team is at. And there's a long way to go before the Tigers get into all that. The men will have a Southwest Region game in December against Barclay, but the women won't have that until after the new year, January 10th. 2:37 left to go. Peacock coast to coast. Can't get the bank shot. Tough angle there. Gentry got the rebound. Irish Holmes will pop a triple. Can't get it. And I think we're going to get a timeout here. Some subs are going to come in for the Tigers. They're going to actually have a timeout first. So 2:21 left to go. We'll be back to wrap this one up in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. That's kind of what I was talking about, the upcoming schedule. So another NAIA on the 17th of November. I won't be with you for the women's game. I'll be with you for the guys' game, though, on the 17th. And then a JUCO for the ladies on December 1st. And then the ladies will start Southwest Region play after the new year, January 10th. And I'll have most of the Southwest Region games. Won't be with you for the Randall one, but we'll have all the rest of them. Strip and travel called on Taylor. So Janiah Gilliam has come into the game. Elizabeth Austin has checked in as well. First appearance for Austin here tonight. Looks like Holmes is still out there, Gentry's still out there, and Clark's still out there. Attacking is Austin. It goes in and out. Elizabeth Austin will have an opportunity here at the free throw line. With 1:57 left to go, Arkansas Baptist starting the year with 8 straight on the road, and through the first 3, they're going to be 2-1. They'll be off tomorrow. They'll head to Rust College as Austin gets her first collegiate point there with a free throw to make it 73-56. You saw April Lannis hit a triple for her first collegiate points yesterday. Casarino still scoreless. As far as the freshmen go. Nice tip there by Austin. Clark pushing over on the far side. Doubled up and stripped. Briggs to the hoop. No. Gentry takes it away. Janaya now brings it up. 3 by Austin. I'd be curious to see what the percentages are today from 3 for the Tigers. I'm pretty sure it's under 20%. It's been that bad here tonight for Champion Christian. Bridgewater coming in. Bynum back out there for Arkansas Baptist. Taylor and Barkley will go out. So the Buffaloes with 5 more on the road. If you're in Little Rock, go check this team out. They're going to play that Virgin Islands squad the day after they come to Champion. That'll be November 18th in the home opener. The University of the Virgin Islands is actually coming to the States and doing a lot of games on the road. I don't know if they play at home or not. I would think they would. I can't imagine it would be difficult to schedule teams to come to the Virgin Islands in December and January, but I do know that Virgin Islands team is kind of doing a nice cross-country tour, so to speak. Maybe not coast to coast, but they're going to be in the States for quite a while, as Justice Irish Holmes is fouled. And while she shoots 3 free throws, I can actually look that up. I'll tell you, I'm 5'5", ladies and gentlemen, but had I known there was a University of Virgin Islands that was playing college basketball, I'd have found a way to grow to 6'4" and go play there. You kidding me? So I got the men's schedule out, and yeah, they do play some home games in early November, but they are on the road from the midway part of November through January and February. So yeah, they're just about always on the road, that University of Virgin Islands team. I'd be interested to see how that works. That's the next opponent for Champion, other than the 4 exhibitions that the Tigers are going to play. And some trash talking now here late. And the official separating both teams. 23 seconds, ladies. Dribble it out. I think we're going to have a turnover, so it'll be Champion basketball. April Lannis has come into the game, by the way. And that 3 ball is money for Champion. So let's see here if the Buffaloes will dribble it. No, they're going to shoot. That is not great sportsmanship right there by the Buffaloes, but they do get the victory, and a well-deserved victory here today. 76-61 is your final, folks. So the Tigers are 1-1. 4 exhibitions upcoming for Champion Christian. They'll be at Tarleton State, a Division I school, November 5th. And then they'll be back here on the 17th of November after playing those 4 exhibitions to take on the University of the Virgin Islands. And that'll stream here on Tiger TV at 5 p.m. I'll be with you for the men at 7. Once again, your final, it's Arkansas Baptist 76, Champion 61. Thanks for watching, everybody. And stay tuned. The men's game will come up. It'll stream